Hello everybody, welcome back to Wallaby Racing League. We are here tonight for Tier 1, the season finale for Season 10. One last dance. Okay, what now? You cannot be real, I'm sorry, but what are we doing? What are we playing at here? What a start. Final race, a very small grid, we must say, however, that's what you will see a lot, like, at the end of the day. There's not much you can do. End of the game cycle. End of the season. Not a lot of people are going to care, but yeah, let's just go out and have a good, fun last race. It's all on. Alpine. They have a Drivers' Championship to fight for between Fat Cat and Meowsy. And then there's also the overalls. We don't know the official points because we've only had Tier 4 results come out just tonight. Tier 3 still yet to come out, and Tier 2 as well, considering how that was just last night. But we know it's close. We know it is very close. I think that's all we do know. And we just gotta see what happens, because we'll just see how it plays out. So yes, it's all to play for now. Last race. The overalls. It's very tight between the two, and 3 points in it. So, who knows? It is, what now? You are correct. So, if it is 3 points, then that makes things very, very interesting. But we'll just have to wait and see. We've got drivers now on laps. Cooper reserving once again from Tier 2. Giving us a 10th driver on the grid, so no problem. Happy to be here. Saving the day. No, 2 in a row, 3 for the week. Obviously got a big shout out to give Magic a big shout out. Jumping in with me last week. I mean, also sorry, Sunday was good, and yeah, Wingy did Tier 3 as well, so all of us played our part. Osama bin Adair. It's a very interesting name, so we do know who it is though, but anyway, JDI goes onto provisional pole with a 15.504 to kick us off, and there's a spin though for the Mercedes of Lamb. Campbell Adams goes to the top with a 14.7. And Fat Cat with a 14.9. It's going to be a lot of sweating tonight. It's a very sweaty, sweaty night. That's for sure, because these two teams have been locked together these last few races, especially in Tier 1. It's just been... The Alpines have been on top, though, massively. Ready for the ballsy P1. Yep, let's hear it. Let us hear it. Here comes Left 4 Dead. Currently Campbell Adams who's got the edge over the two Alpines. What does Left 4 Dead have? And it's 4th fastest for the McLaren team principal. Like I said, it's going to be very close between these guys tonight. And maybe we'll see Oxchillo getting involved. Not if he's doing this to warm up his tyres. What is Unk doing? We've got a wild Oxchillo out on the track, ladies and gentlemen. the lone Williams out here tonight. Yeah, it's just giving a little bit of tyre warming, that's all. Spin, yeah, I think so, pretty evident. Only 10 cars what now, so we don't need... Give us your prediction as well while you're here of who's going to win the overalls. Just for good measure. I want Drivers' Championship predicting and overalls Constructors' Championship predicting. There's only 2 drivers that can win the drivers, and it's these two. 12 points separate them both. I think it's 12. Skill issue from the washed Chillo. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, righto. P1, Cooper Trooper, the legend. P2, LFD, Left 4 Dead. P3, Thunder. P4, Chili. Who is Chili? And who's Cartan? P6, Osama Man Rain. P7, Chuno. P8, Fat Cat for once. P9, Campbell Suit. P10, Jammy. And Godly Tier comes Maxi and Wingy if he join. So who's... That is brutal. After the spin you got P4. Going on down here at 10, 11. We're about to get the second run of laps underway. Campbell Adams will kick us off. Carton is... Oh, Chili Chillo. Carton is J-Han. Oh, JS10. Alright. I see. I do see. Fat Cat is up. He's gone purple in the first sector. He's 89 thousandths of a second up. But Campbell is over a tenth up, but he's invalidated at turn 6. So massive invalidation for Campbell. 700ths up now. We lost a little bit of time, and that's going to be a spin into the wall. That is wing damage for Fat Cat. Thought he was going to be out of the session, but he escapes with just wing damage, and he'll be able to come back into the pits and change that and go out again. Pushing very, very hard to my driver and constructors prediction too. Yeah, well, Ferrari can't win, Haas can't win, and Visa can't win. So you have to predict. You got to predict who's gonna win out of the drivers. Who do you think's winning, Meowsy or Fat Cat? There's that, and then who's winning the overalls constructors, McLaren or Alpine? Okay, chill. Paul Cooper. He's getting attacked right now. Chillo. Is he doing a serious lap here? A serious attempt. As up to the line he goes. A 15.3, which will put him 6th fastest. Alpine. And Mousy. There you have it. Mousy to win the drivers. Alpine to win the overalls constructors. What now has made the call? Is Meowsy up? He's up by just 200ths of a second. And what about Left 4 Dead? 2/1000ths of a second. Barely up on his time is the McLaren. Is he going to get a little bit of tow? No, he does not want the tow. Bit too risky for it. But now, on his way towards turns 9 and 10. He's up now by 7/100ths of a second. It was a good run through the chicane of turn 6 and 7. What does Meowsy do? Up to the line. It's provisional pole. It's a 14.615. What does Left 4 Dead have in him? Burning everything now. He's going to come down to the final couple of corners. And it's just going to be flat out to the line. What does the reigning champion have in him? It's a 14. Chilo, what have we done, mate? Oh my god. What are we doing? I'm surprised you put Cooper P on, but... And you put everyone else so low. Did you predict any DNFs? Did you even have any DNFs? So Oxchillo has decided to just not even... Yeah, he's been disqualified. So that's not what you want to see at all. Last to first challenge, alright? Let's get it. Fat Cat's now on a lap. So we shall see if he can improve. He's currently 4th at the moment, but yeah. Well, what can you do? It's just vanished. Focus on your driver, not the chat, Chili. 5 DNFs! Fat Cat's up. Not pushing to the absolute extreme limits of the track there. This time round, out of turn 9 and turn 10. This has been a very fast lap. Has he got enough in it for pole position? Up to the line now. I think this is going to be it. It's a 14.483. That is a big, big lap. And now on the Alpine front row lockout as stands here. So if it is 3 points, that could really, really make this race interesting. It's a crazy lap. 1 incident, 5 cars. Who won your race, Maxi? What do you mean, who won your race? Who won your race? So who are you predicting to DNF? You're predicting Jamie, Campbell, Fat Cat, Chuno, and Asama to DNF. Oh, my race! Oh, that's right. Yes, I did. Typical. Oh, thank you, what now? That is, I'll take it. Considering how I haven't won a race in Wallaby in over a year. So, Magic got 2nd. We finished 1-2. Miss Magic. But yes. We got 1-2. Fat Cat's retired. Let's go Williams. Go Williams. 10th and 10th. Alrighty, so now Campbell is on a lap. The final chance for McLaren Imagine get 10th. Why not? Why are you upset about him finishing 2nd and not 10th? Oh! Campbell's spy on time in the first sector. He's found over a 10th and a half. He's up by a 10th and 77 hundredths as a big wiggle out of the chicane. How much time is there lost for the McLaren driver, who will be the first to cross the line? Let's see what he can do. Is it enough for the front row or even pole position? With that slide out of the chicane, I don't think it'll be enough for pole. Let's see. It is! By 20 hundredths of a second. By 20 thousandths of a second, sorry. He does get it. That is big for Campbell. Could he be back on pole? It's only 11 thousandths. Lefford Ed's up on his time by a little bit as well. What about in the middle sector? He is almost a 10th. A big final sector could be ahead of Meowsy if he doesn't improve. Meowsy will be next across the line. JDI goes 5th fastest. JS10 goes 7th. It is Potato. Oh, Jamie gets it! By 4 100ths. Massive lap for the Alpine. Left for Dead can't do anything. It is Meowsy on pole for the Australian Grand Prix. Yep, Cooper on board. There you have it. So, it's Meowsy pole, Campbell 2nd, and Magic, by the way, Magic does not finish 10th every week. He gets like 4th and 3rd and stuff every race, so. What a qualifying. Oxchillo should have been up there. Last to first incoming, eh? There's going to be a crash with 5 cars apparently, so what now's calling it? Look at that. 6 100ths, less than 6 100ths covers top 3. Left footed 3 tenths behind. It is close. Very, very close. So let's have a good race. Good luck to everyone. Might be a 10 car grid. Might not be the most exciting race we have installed, but let's see. Yeah, I'd say so. Tight turn 1 incoming, but we've just got to wait and see. Right now I was predicting Cooper the bot to win, so watch Cooper as he will amaze everybody. He will. That's what Whitenow's predicting. He's also predicting Oxchillo to go last at 4th, so... And... So, here we go. Let's see how accurate his predictions are. We got everyone flooding into the chat now. The final race of the season. The championships are on the line. Who will win the Drivers' Championship? Will it be Fat Cat or Meowsy? Those two are going to have to battle it out because only one of those can win it. But they also got to think about the bigger picture amongst it, the overalls. Do they want the overalls or do they want to really, really fight for this Drivers' Championship? Let's see. 29 laps around Albert Park ahead of us. And here we go, 5 red lights for one last time in Tier 1 and Season 10. long hold, but we are underway. It's a good start there from Campbell Adams, I can see from the start, but however, the Alpine gets the better one. It's back up. Meowsy's also in the mix then, trying to have a look at Campbell, but Left for Dead's right on him. Is he going to have a look then down the inside, possibly into turn 3? Left for Dead's on the inside. He forces the Alpine out wide, and he makes the move. McLaren are now 2 and 3 off the start. It's a great start from Left for Dead. Potato getting a penalty, and there's a big contact. Alex Chillo getting absolutely shoved off the wall there. It was a bit of a rebound there from, I think that was Jay S10 or someone in that pack, but we are away as Fat Cat now having a look on the outside of Left for Dead. Is he going to dare to go for it here at turn 9? Left for Dead has contact between the two as Fat Cat goes wide off into the grass. But that'll invite Potato. Is he going to go for a move here on Fat Cat? He tries it, but he won't get it just then. Final comms of the season, that's right. Meowsy leads. Are these guys on hards or all on mediums? They're all doing medium hard. It is Meowsy in the lead from Campbell. Left for Dead third. Fourth is Fat Cat. Potato got a penalty on the first lap. He's not giving a crap. He's just going to go for glory here in this season finale. So let's see what he can do. Oxchillo's up to 7th already. This isn't NASCAR, Fat Cat, what? It's 29 laps. This race will be 22 viewers. Come on in, everybody. Welcome. Hope you're all having a lovely night for this season finale. Cooper is unfortunately in 10th place. What now? So he's got to do a lot if he wants to win this race. But we'll see, because we're still yet to have our 5-car pile-up. And Campbell is getting quite close to the back of Meowsy. These guys got to be smart. They got to be very, very smart. And where they are overtaking and how they are going to go about it. And that goes for all of them. All 4 of these drivers. But can Potato get involved? Can Lamb get involved as well? Be interesting to see if these guys can get involved. Campbell getting relatively close, but I don't think he'll be able to mount a challenge as of yet. Potato goes very wide. That will invite the Mercedes possibly to go for a move. He goes for it on the outside. Potato's going to defend this one, and that will ultimately cost them time. But are they thinking about the main race, the main battle? Because that might not be their race. As Oxchillo, though, on the attack, well, he's actually defending from JDI, and Oxchillo will hold on as Campbell tries to look for the slipstream. I don't remember I actually don't know, because I don't remember last night's predictions. I just drank water like 2 seconds ago. Did I not, or am I wrong? I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't remember last night's predictions, I'm afraid. So Fat Cat trying to stay really close to the back of Left for Dead. Well, I'll have a drink for you now, okay? as it stands, Meowsy will be the champion. We also got to factor this in. We will have a brand new Tier 1 champion. And it'll be the Meowsy or Fat Cat, but Fat Cat is 12 ahead. Yeah, I just had a drink for you. Drink of water, of course. Tier 2 last night. Championship was won by A-Barn. A big win for him and the Sauber team. Constructors wise, went to level on points, so we will figure that out who wins tonight when I do the results right after this race, because that'll be when the stewards close and I will be able to go do the results because there'll be no tickets. So we'll find out tonight who wins championship in the constructors wise in tier 2, because it'll be based off like how many wins, podiums, etc. Campbell pulling all the way to the right, trying to cool the engine down. That could be a strat to hold, or try, yeah, have that cooler engine. Campbell having a little bit more battery than our race leader. He's right on the back of him. Will we see a possible lead change coming onto the back straight? Very close now is Campbell Hunt, however, he's stretching away a little bit, is the Alpine. It's burning everything. I think he knows that Campbell wants to go for a move, and he does that, flies past the Alpine, and now into the lead of this race. Will Left 4 Dead now have the advantage here? Is he going to mount a challenge here? Is he going to go for a move then? He might send it down the inside. Yes, he does, into turn 11. It's going to be tight between the two. Who's going to get the better exit? Left 4 Dead will have the inside. The outside could be the better line here, but turn 12, contact made between the two. Will he go for it on the inside? Does Meowsy, is a little bit of contact. It's very, very tight between the two, and Meowsy holds in there. It's Left 4 Dead who gets past. Now that invites Fat Cat to try and mount something here. Slipstream for all the 2, 3. Is he going to go for it on there? It's 3 wide nearly. His contact made between the two, and he spins Left 4 Dead. Massive moment in this race and in this championship, and that could be, I don't know the angles, but that is massive. That could be sent straight to the stewards. I have to say, I think that could be going to the stewards, but I don't know. I think that was Fat Cat getting very, very aggressive there on the inside. Very hard to tell though from the angle that we had, but I'm sure Left 4 Dead will be reporting that, unless yeah, who knows? I'm sure Left 4 Dead will be fuming, but he's got to just put his head down, and now could be, who knows? I don't have the onboards, but can Left 4 Dead get himself back into this race? It's been a common theme this season, unfortunately, for him. Spins or moments that have not been particularly fault, but hard racing has turned into a possible championship deciding crash, which now leaves Campbell all on his own. my god. So Campbell leads. Fat Cat is second with Meowsy in third. And did notice that a penalty was given to Lamb for exceeding track limits. Australia did lose out to Mr. Thunder in the end at one point and got past Potato, so that's why he is not gained or lost any positions in the last few laps. Position change wise, it is 4 position gains for Lamb and Ox. Lefty down 5 after the spin and crash with, or spin, contact with grass space. As there goes Fat Cat into the lead. He's done it before turn 6 and 7. Now that could be big for this race. I think Campbell will want to try and get him back here. He's got a big run here, lots of slipstream. He's going to go for it on the outside, a little bit of contact on the way through, but everyone's all good. Campbell holds the lead. Who knows? Who knows? Cooper gets a penalty. This will be one for the stewards to decide, I'm sure, after the race. And playing DRS chicken. I mean, we will see that a lot from everybody, but I think it's would happen anyway, regardless. Will Fat Cat go for the move? Equal battery between the two. He'll sit behind just for the moment. It'll decide the overalls. Jerabot. Tier 1 Constructors has been won, but this race decides the overalls. We think McLaren are leading by 3 points going into it. I think it's 3 based off what I was reading earlier today and what Josh said in the chat earlier, but guys, let's relax a bit. So Oxchillo's into the pits, an early pit stop for the Williams, and JDI gets past the Mercedes. Over font 25. That's right, it's pixels on a screen at the end of the day. But yeah, and we think McLaren lead by 3, so this, whatever the outcome is here, it looks like as it stands Alpine should win, and Fat Cat goes for the move and now into the lead once again of this race. That is true. Jerabot. It's been a big switch tie racing recently. And Fat Cat comes into the pits. First one to pit. There is, yeah, been a big switch amongst a lot of people. It's iRacing. It's a very popular game, especially towards times like this. I'm thinking of getting it myself. And the endurance racing really entices people. which is good to see stuff to do when F1 isn't happening, especially with our break we're going to have waiting for. Yeah. Soxchillo's got some pace at the moment now on the hards. He's 3 seconds behind Fat Cat, who should have the undercut, as Potato struggling a bit there, but Fat Cat should undercut Campbell and Meowsy here. I'd say it would have its ups and downs. But now this is where we'll see where Fat Cat comes out. He should be ahead. The undercut is pretty powerful here, as we saw from last night. But Potato will come out and will stay out and go one more. And Fat Cat should be ahead of both of these guys by quite some margin. And he is. Oxchillo gets the fastest lap. This is going to be close between Oxchillo and Meowsy. And Oxchillo is ahead. I was not thinking about that like that. Ox is ahead of Meowsy, and JDI is all over the back of him. But the battery difference is quite clear and significant. Pings galore, pings galore. Ah, just as I thought, there was no tier 2 tickets. Never mind, we will not be getting tier 2 results tonight. As Potato retires on track, is that a safety car? It is! And a crash for Potato down at the gravel trap there. So the safety car is now out, and if only people stayed out one more lap. That's all they needed to do, and that would have put him in with a free pit stop, but makes things close together. This will help Left 4 Dead big time. See if he can come back through the field. And now Oxchillo is in a good chance here, because by undercutting Meowsy, he's now in 3rd place, and he can now challenge these top guys, and almost overtaking Campbell under the safety car. Absolutely love to see it. While we're here, try to figure out some stats to help us figure out tier 2. We'll also look at tier 1 in the whole league while we're under the safety car, just so something to talk about. But tier 2 constructors wise, because if it is level, wins, they're tied. Oh dear. But Sauber would have. Oh no, it's not Sauber. They're not tied actually. Alpine would have more. I'm just thinking about Sauber. Wrong one. Podiums. 7 to 6. Let's look at Tier 1. Drivers wise, I think Fat Cat's had the most wins with 7 wins. 2 for Meowsy, 2 for Jono, 1 for Lefty, 1 for Campbell. Podiums, Meowsy 10, Fat Cat 8, Lefted 6, Campbell 4, Oxchillo 4, Jono 3, Alex Keeley 3. And that's that. Let's look at the average position. Meowsy's had the very high average of 2.7. Which is quite impressive. Game positions, Jono's had the most, 34. He's had the least. Fat Cat with minus 13. Constructors, I think we know who's got the most wins, but you can look at podiums, game positions, some of these funky stats, all from the Formula Game Companion app, which you can all get. If it is at fault, that would be 10. Based off the rules, but safety car's in this lap. So let's see what we have installed here. Second half of the race. We have 14 to go. When will Fat Cat decide to go? Which I think he will go right out of this final corner. He's going to leave it quite late, I'm sure. Let's say probably right about... Oh, he's leaving it very late. And it is now catching poor Oxchillo off guard. And Meowsy is going to pass Oxchillo before the line. And he tries to do a sneaky, which he won't be able to do. And it won't pay off for him. But yeah, Oxchillo got caught big time there. Left for Dead. We'll be watching him as long as a few others. As we have the Mercedes. Is he going to try and have a go on the Haas of JDI? No, he won't. Cooper the Bot, though, goes for it on Jay Hastan. He gets the move done. There you are. What now? Well, he's up to 8th now, so not far away from the win. If you're still here. But it's Campbell versus Fat Cat then down the back straight. There will be no DRS, though, for this first lap of racing. So I'm sure both drivers will just hold station at the moment. Left for Dead is trying to have a go on the Mercedes, but he won't be able to get past just yet. I so thought that was a penalty for Dead for a second, but it was actually the Mercedes of Cooper the Bot. Oxchillo just staying within DRS range. It will be enabled this lap. Coming now. Actually on to lap 17 of this race. We also, yes, need to factor in, though, the gaps that can unfold and be created at the end of this race, because if Wingy is correct and if Fat Cat does get a penalty, it could cause some pretty detrimental effects for his finishing position and his Drivers' Championship as well. But as it stands, he will be your Drivers' Champion for Season 10. Still a long way to go, though. We will see what they can do. Campbell holding in the DRS. He's now going to just keep in touch with our race leader, Oxchillo, now keeping close as well. Will Left for Dead be able to have a chance then at the Mercedes? Not quite yet, just too far back. He will want to gain moves, but it will be quite hard in this DRS train. So let's just see what these guys do. Will they back everyone up? Or will... a little bit of lift and coast. Has he underfueled? Possibly, but he would have been shortly gained it all back under that safety car. Campbell's got full battery. So does Fat Cat. Fat Cat did get the better exit, much better exit there, out of turn 6 and 7. Campbell's got the slipstream He won't get him here. He'll just hold station at the moment. Left for dead. He's looking for a possible overtake on the Mercedes. He's going to try and get close, but he won't be able to do it. But the Mercedes, though, nearly making contact with JDI. It's the Thunder. And it's Lamb who holds that 6th place at the moment. Left for dead. Runs into the back of him. Surprised that wasn't damage. I don't know. It looked like a pretty big hit. Pretty big whack on from this angle, but off board. But it wasn't too bad as so Campbell once again. Backhead is getting much better exits out of that chicane before the straight and is allowing him to build that little bit of a gap and give himself some breathing room to the McLaren as that will allow him to give him that breathing room on that straight, as they both have very, very similar battery levels at the moment. They both got to be very smart with this. As a race win could be a massive amount of points. It is 7 points the difference between first and second. 35 to 28. So those are crucial points. It would secure himself the Drivers' Championship if he can beat Meowsy, his teammate. Campbell's got a little bit more battery to play with than Fat Cat. He's not going to go for it. Just sitting back for the moment. Lap 20 of 29. We're about to go on to 21, meaning we have 9 laps to go in this race. Oxchillo is now going to start defending from Meowsy behind. Left for Dead still hasn't managed to get past the Mercedes of Lamb. Will he be able to find a chance, find an opportunity to clear the Mercedes at some stage? It's so hard at moments like this in the DRS trains. Even for Meowsy trying to get past Oxchillo, you can see how close he's getting. But just can't find that opportunity to make the move. He's just got to sit back in the train and wait for something to happen to allow him to get past. But at the moment, there's not much he really can do. Another time down the straight, Left for Dead though. He has gotten past the Mercedes. They're both going to be burning though. They've both got very similar battery. It's actually dead level, dead even. He's trying and hold in there. He's going to go for it. I don't know what he was doing. I must say that was a pretty poor attempt of an overtake for Lamb, but you got to try it in moments like that, but it could have really affected Left 4 Dead's race once again. But McLaren gets past. Desperation then. Yeah. Can definitely see it there, but anyway. Oh, badminton. He needs to at least get past JDI, I think, to give himself... Yeah. Campbell getting close to Fat Cat. Is he thinking about a move here? No, he's not. We're getting very close. Oxchillo is out of DRS range. He can get back into it. But Meowsy's going to have a crack at him. No, he sits in behind. Can Oxchillo stay in DRS range? So is Meowsy down the inside there at the penultimate turn. Trying to make a move. Oxchillo stays ahead. Still has DRS. Now, Meowsy, can he get past? No, he cannot. He will not go for it. Oxchillo will have DRS again. It's another penalty for Cooper. Left for Dead getting close to the Haas of JDI, Mr. Thunder. Can he get him this lap? Can Meowsy get Ox this lap? Could Campbell get Fat Cat? Will he want to get Fat Cat this lap? Depends on the exit here. Yeah, it's a very, very good exit. Good run through the chicane for the championship leader. Is this an opportunity for Meowsy to get past? He will not. Jay Hastan, though, gets past Cooper the bot. And now up into 7th place. Driver staying put at the moment. As Fat Cat's starting to create a bit of a gap then to the McLaren of Campbell Adams. Oxchillo's out of DRS range. He still has DRS and he'll have it for the next straight, but now starting to break away, and that could help Fat Cat if a penalty comes from this as well. We still are unsure. I'll have to look back at the stream after to see as well, but I'm sure if Lefty does report it, we'll get better angles. And will be a controversial ticket, I'd say, but it's not the first time this has happened. I don't know if people will remember, but Season 7, who we'll talk about in a sec, there is Meowsy, goes for the move on Oxchillo, and now up into 3rd place. He finally gets past the Williams, and now moves into the podium places. Season 7 Tier 2 Championship finale as Campbell Adams goes for a move on the inside of Fat Cat. He's going to try and hold it in there. He's starting to be desperate for the move, and he gets it done. So Campbell into the lead. Fat Cat significantly more battery, but now Campbell has the upper hand. He's got the track position, and he now starts to move away a little bit there from the championship leader, who does have a lot more battery though. Meowsy's now back into DRS. That allows Oxchillo to stay in it too. However, the pace is starting to drop off for the Williams driver. Can he hold on to this DRS? Campbell now starting to back up Fat Cat massively here. And I think that's going to cost him quite a bit here, as Fat Cat will have DRS, he'll have the slipstream, he's going to pull out to the right hand side, and he's going to go for the move. Now into the lead once again. Bit of a poor decision there for Campbell, as Oxchillo gets a penalty. That's not what you want to see. Will Meowsy try to go for a move? No, he does not. But I think Campbell's not played his cards right there, because now he's on the back foot as JDI going for a move on Oxchillo. Contact between the two. And JDI on the outside. It will now be the inside for the final corner. And he gets past. Left for Dead now is going to have a look at Oxchillo. Oxchillo's going to be burning because he wants to try and get back past the Haas. Is he going to get it? Going into turn number 1. Oxchillo on the inside. Yes, he does get it. And Left for Dead now has the momentum swing, getting past the Haas, and now up into 5th place. Will he now go for the move on Oxcello? No, he's a bit too far back. So now Left for Dead up into 5th. Oxcello with a penalty. It could be 4th at the moment. Campbell doing his best now, I'm sure, to try and assist his teammate. But now Fat Cat's also got a much higher upper hand here, battery wise. Good run out the chicane for Campbell. Is he going to go for a send then? Yes, he is, down the inside, but he backs out of it just at the last moment. Meowsy, though, trying to find a way through, trying to sneak his Alpine into a bit of a gap. Is it the final braking zone? It is not this time round. Great racing, you have to say, from these guys. They've been keeping it clean. A little bit of weaving going on between the two. Possible hot engines. We're on to lap 27. Not long to go now for moves to be made. If we think about penalties, if there is a 10-second penalty, it would be 7th for Fat Cat if he does get a penalty. But that's stuff to think about after this race. We have not long remaining in this race. Campbell's going to have to burn quite a bit of battery though to stay with Fat Cat. Meowsy's starting to lose a little bit of touch with the leaders. Left for Dead gets past Ox. Up into 4th place. Every point is crucial here now. And with both Alpines and McLarens in the top 4, it's going to start making things very exciting as Campbell goes for the daring move. Hazy past the Alpine. Yes, he is. Campbell Adams up into the lead of the race. Is this where the bus gets parked in order to help his teammate? Let's just see. Meowsy, is he trying to make a move? No, he's not. He's staying over. Oxcello's got to defend then from the Haas of JDR Mr. Thunder, who will not go for a move just yet. Campbell now. Is this the plan now? Has he got to just back up these two guys into his teammate Left for Dead, who is getting very, very close? He won't have DRS this time, but he is now in DRS range. Fat Cat will want to go for a move here, I'm sure. Has he got enough? Yes, he does. He swoops past the McLaren and into the lead of this race. The mind games are being played on this penultimate lap. We will have 1 lap to go after this. What have these 4 drivers got? You could arguably say that these have been the 4 best drivers all season long. And Fat Cat now parking the bus. It's his turn to do a little bit of backing up here as we're on to the final lap of the season. Final lap of Wallaby Racing League for Season 10. Who is going to win this race? Who is going to win this championship? Drivers are still on the line here. Overalls is very much on the line here. What is Fat Cat going to do here? What is Campbell going to do here? Does he have enough battery to go for a move here? On that back straight. Cooper gets the fastest lap. Fat Cat's burning, Campbell's burning as well. Left for Dead's right in the hunt here. Drivers are going to use the warnings up here. Fat Cat's got a lot more battery to play with than Campbell, but Campbell will have the DRS. He'll have the DRS in 2 corners of the track, or 2 sections of the track, sorry. Final chance for the McLaren. It's going to be a big, big dive from here if he wants to get it. Big, big dive on the brakes. Meowsy's right in it. He's very close. Is he go for a possible send? I don't think it will be. So now, it's down to Fat Cat, who has had a brilliant season for Alpine. He's going to become a brand new champion in Wallaby Racing League. It is Fat Cat Batman to win the Australian Grand Prix and becomes the Tier 1 Season 10 Drivers Champion. Campbell Adams P2, P3 for Meowsy, P4 for Left 4 Dead. I believe this is an Alpine Overalls Constructors victory, but we will have to wait and see what happens post-race. Nothing is official yet. Still, results to come for 3 of the 4 tiers. What a race, what a season we have had. And it is victory in the championship for Fat Cat. Absolute battle it out for the fastest laps, I think, between the Mercedes. Great comeback. But we will see. Will there be a ticket? Who knows? Oxcello driver of the day. Pretty sure he spun and crashed at the at the end, but it was the Mercedes of Lamb to get the fastest lap. But Fat Cat wins. Campbell Adams second, third for Meowsy, fourth for Left 4 Dead, fifth for JDI, sixth for JS10, seventh for Oxcello, eighth for Lamb, ninth for Cooper, and then Potato with the DNF earlier on are doing donuts. Well, what a race, what a season we've had. Congratulations to Fat Cat and Alpine on taking out the Tier 1 championships. But we will wait and see what happens. We will try and get everything out as quick as we can for overalls purposes. But it's been a very good season. And once again, it has been very exciting. That's for sure. So that will be it